I mean, it was a big challenge to move team. It was not a decision I took fast, but as soon as FaZe contacted me, I kind of knew that was what I wanted to do, to move team, and I'm very happy that I did so. In one way, I've thought about it like I have to speak English all the time, so I mean, just in that aspect, I learned a lot as a person. And also, I needed a new challenge, I needed something new to make it more challenging again. I mean, there's different ways of how to look at the game and also just personalities. I mean, back in the old team there was 5 Swedes and I'm a Swede myself, so I kind of knew how everyone was, but now we have a Bosnian, a Norwegian, a Slovakian and a Dane, so it's a lot of different personalities, but it's a lot of fun. I hope that I fit in good, and I think I fit in good. I think everyone has a lot of fun with each other. And as a player, I fit in well, but I still have like stuff to learn from everyone. And I think that you will never become a full player. Like nobody's ever going to be there. There's always going to be stuff to learn. There's never like a point where you're the ultimate player. I don't think there's a such point. But of course, NiP can improve, and I think Gostou can improve as well. They are insanely good players, both of them, and they are the 2 best players in the world right now, but there's always stuff to improve. For me, it would be really, really cool to go to San Francisco and play in front of the American crowd. I always liked the American crowd. They always bring the energy, and it will be super cool.
Even then, it's not enough.
Showing as he can do it with the AWP as well. An opening pick there, 5 on 4. All of Meister go down once again. He's having a rough time over at that B position the last couple of rounds. Exist, still not falling back, wants to challenge towards Boiler. You can do that with the AK-47 on the CT side. You can see they've got no M4s there. Double AWPs, 3 AKs. This is the strongest the CT side can be. You can take more aggressive angles and actually go for the picks as the wallbangs start to come through. No damage inflicted just yet. Rez isn't done at the top of Banana. He wants to find these kills. He wants the jewels. And he's up against Guardian. He'll show his head and he'll get blown off. Rain will come forward from the arch, but it might not be enough at this point.
Remember yesterday against NiP, they gave up 1 kill in 4 rounds. To SK at one point, good shot, Exist. They've been very good on the CT sides once they get rolling in. They're rolling now. Looking for a 3rd straight round with Rain and Nico standing in their way. Rain's done well to get around the arch considering they pushed in toward the Boiler. Spotted now, however, from the pit, from Forest. And as he commits to that angle, Nico finally gets one on him. That's going to open up the A site. The anchor position gone. And I don't think they were anticipating such a deep presence from FaZe Clan, so they'll be able to get a plant off this. And then it'll be a 3-2 retake.
Yeah, Exist has to wait. He can't challenge this bomb. Surely, oh maybe he can! Oh. It was a good attempt, but it's not enough. If he gets that kill, the round's over. Getright's gonna push the smoke. It's not enough. 2 versus 1. He's left Rez for dead. He had to wait for his teammate to come through, but he took the challenge. Now Rez with the AWP has to find the first shot. Nails it.
He knows he's low. He knows he's low. He knows Nico's tagged. He goes to the pistol. Good communication. He gets the pistol out. Now pull it back. And you're right. He had to wait, but he took the gamble. 1 HP was all that stopped that kill from happening.
A little smile on Rez's face there. He knows how important that was for his team. Exist, tried to challenge, deny the bomb plant. It was almost successful, couldn't connect the spray. You would think Getright waits at that point, but no. He needs Rez in an awkward 2-on-1 situation, but he comes out on top. The first shot was great, baits out the shots with the shoulder peek, then the P250 to finish things off. What a tournament he's having. So far in my book, he's the MVP, looking absolutely fantastic.
It's a kill back that gives them the mid wall. In fact, he's got Forest. That again gives them the pit. The problem is the bomb's got to rotate around. Getright, good find on Olaf, and he'll push down. He'll continue on, and they know they're backing off of Banana, so Exist will try and burrow himself in a position to catch them. Smart rotation, therefore, by Nico.
His lack of respect Counter-Strike coming through. I absolutely love it. 3-on-2 once again. It's Rain and Nico, the same duo who tried to defend the bomb plant in the previous round. Rain holds towards the pit this time. The bomb will be planted successfully, but it's not at the best angle. 3 ninjas on their way through.
And same 3 left alive. This time Exist forced to wait. It was Rez that got 2 after Exist, and Getright went down last round. Exist expecting them to be inside a pit is not wrong in firing a Molotov or throwing incendiary rather toward that position. Rez certainly does have a Molotov. He's picked that up. He'll try and come to the inside of the site. Can't find it. Rez last alive. Suddenly Getright and Exist found it a crossfire, and Rez blinded off. He's still going with the AWP, but can't do anything with it. And another round finally. It's taken a while for FaZe, but a 6, it does give a chance for a reset after 3 rounds going to NiP.
Another 3-on-2 situation there from the FaZe clan.
I think the money on NiP, okay, it's actually better than I thought, considering they went down to the 1-on-1 last round.
6-3, round number 10. Looking very good for FaZe, but NiP are looking very dangerous at the same time. The gun rounds have been impressive in the last 4.
Needs for Olaf again. This time there is a smoke early. But again, NiP contesting. They'll come out worse for wear for it. They finally get nades back their direction. But, oh, I was going to say they still have res boosted up the secondary op. He's found. And Get Right jumps back to the site. He's going to hold the op. So he gives up his AK in doing so. Excuse me, his M4. A good find for FaZe. First time they've had the early pick in a while.
There is a gap in that smoke. Get Right with the AWP. We've seen it a couple of times this tournament. As his teammate went down, they went for the boost above the wall. Not get anything from the gap as Draken gets flashed off. He'll have to fall back to a more defensive line. Flashes over, trying to buy himself anything he can at this point. They will be committing. He surely goes down here. Fall back and hold the arch, and Carrigan will be trying to flash him off. He's got a lot of work to do. Nails the first shot, but the trade comes in.
Decent trade. Quick from Guardian. Forrest in the pit. They found an answer to him in the last 2 rounds. It's cost them 1 of them. He's got a crossfire set this time with Exist. He's gone for pit 1 rather than pit 2, but they still find it. Olaf, the shot over top of the wall as Nico found Exist that was backing him up. A bomb planted, and Get Right who grabbed the op from Rez. After he went down as the last, then a 1 versus 3, and a save, I think, is the only thing on the cards for that op. So momentum lost just when NiP needed it.
Yeah, and that will be the moment looking a little bit more desperate for them. As we head into the next round, have second state loss bonus, no one with any residual cash here. If Get Right can save the orb, there's always a chance. Nico will get the final frag. That orb will not be saved. 7-3. We might take another pause here for the NiP side, just to work out if it's worth getting the CZs, maybe a bit of body armor here. But FaZe take a considerable lead at this point. Here's that first shot. Nico, confident as ever with the AK-47. He'll take down Rez, do damage to this.
So looking for the cross, smokes top mid. Good find, Rez. Takes down the 1 player, Olaf, who's been problematic in playing the lurk when they have gone toward the A site. He knows that he's alone as well, so he's already on his horse. Draken's going to join them. It's going to be a straight A hit.
Draken's stuck.
A man down. Get Right tries and finds it actually inside of the smoke once Kerrigan lands. Rain pulls 1 back, but Forrest in the corner this time. He's given up on pit. Hasn't been favorable to him in the last 3 rounds. This time, a better position, but he's still traded back. Nico with the kills. Rez again on rotation, and it's down to Guardian, who has to plant default. As Rez runs behind him fast as he dares, slows up just in time because Guardian was ready and waiting. In fact, he's getting impatient, and he wants to be aggressive in the post plants!
Oh!
Guardian, my man! What a shot as he finds Rez, and he goes back for more! He's even quicker against Draken, and that is why he is a legend!
I told you he's just warming up into this grand final. That's why he's considered one of the world's best. The AWP 2-on-1 clutch, close range. Shoves the barrel of the orb down Rez's throat towards quad. And of course, that shot on the bomb tower is just spectacular. He's had a quiet final so far, but that one made some noise. Lovely work against Draken, and that was a situation, man.
What a round from Guardian, and you're right. He is starting to arrive. Even since he's joined FaZe with so much star power around him, it's not like he's been dropping highlights on us left, right, and center. There's just so much potential on this team, but man, oh man, he certainly can still control the pace of things as Rain takes down Exist, and now the half falls apart. It breaks wide open after 3 very convincing in a row from NiP. Olaf will spray down Rez and Get Right.
Yeah, finally get a bit of confidence there from Olaf. He's had a bit of a rough time at Banana, but a 5-on-2 situation, double digits for FaZe at this point. Inferno's looking very good for them. NiP might not even have a chance to show us how good they can be on the T side. That's where, in my opinion, they do their best work. We saw the amazing executes towards B, the calculated molotovs, the flashbangs, the timings. They were so good on this map against SK, but right now the firepower really coming to life from FaZe and is not having a chance here. The clutches just every single time going in favor of the European side. Now it's up to Draken and Forrest to once again save Deagles. It's a very boring procedure, but they can't afford to keep giving money towards that FaZe side. They might as well hold on to the lesser pistols here, see if anyone goes hunting and try and upgrade to an AK-47. We'll have a look at the frag shots while we're here. Just to note, Forrest, after having such a performance map on Cobblestone. Once again, he did this in the series yesterday. He's on 4 kills, 9 deaths. He has one epic map. Then he'll go quiet.
He seemed so good in Pit to start off, too. I thought he looked very, very promising in the first 2 gun rounds that they did win, but then they solved him quite quickly. Nico and Rain specifically.
It's only Rez that's had any significant impact.
Not ideal because they can cover that off so quickly with utility. Looks like they aren't going to do damage the same. Smoke's going to go down, so he's got to back away. Can't hit the pre-shot. Tries to time it. Somehow he hits that as he snaps away and heads toward Ruins. I don't even think he was expecting to. What a play from Rez. Olaf tries to get over top. The smoke's still down. He falls off, thankfully, because that'll allow the rotation to come around as Rain's fallen as well. And NiP this time very convincing as they start back in. Get right finds Nico. It's all the Guardian. And Guardian's gotten 2 already. Ooh. Draken lines him up, finally takes him down.
There was a lineup there. He could have got the collateral, but not. And Draken might have to take a small... Okay, he guys got the double orb, so they're absolutely fine. I thought he was going down to a rifle there.
Yeah, I think it was already pre-dropped.
So double orb setup, full buy. That's what we'd like to see to close things out here. As I said, NiP at this point need the 10-5 to stand a chance on Inferno.
Absolutely. Rez, oh Rez, make your decision, my man. It's caught out in between Flames and has to fall away. He's taken down already to 28. Not even seeing anyone as Forrest this time, rather than play the pit, he'll hold the apartments, but a much different position as he gets more forward. Rain's crossed over the smoke. That's exactly what Forrest wants to push. He's in between 2. He's in between 2 and somehow finds 1. He may get both. He sees Rain. He can't react fast enough as Guardian takes down Draken as well. It leaves us 3 aside. And they want to go quickly on toward A as a result of the kills. They know that there's going to be less defense inside of the site. There is still 1 man, though, on the corner. Common position, but tough to find. Good find from Get Right. Rain trades that. The trades have been back and forth until now. Finally, an unanswered kill goes away. I say unanswered toward FaZe. It's Rez. And he knows that Olaf's in the corner. My goodness, that name comes so close. 12 HP as he stays alive. He was in mid-20s when it was thrown his direction, and Olaf's trying to play with him, trying to bait out the upshot. Does get 1. But Rez was ready to move immediately because he was hoping that in baiting himself out, he would turn the shot the other way and baiting Olaf out in return.
Surely this doesn't work out. But Rez, it has to be the quick scope. But he can't connect it. It's going to be 11-4 FaZe with a clinical half there. The T side of Inferno looking incredibly sharp for them. And we know NiP can do the exact same thing towards FaZe, but they might not have a chance here. They need the pistol in the second half. And we'll find out if they can do it after the break. We'll have a look at the buys as we get into the second half of the second map of this grand final. It's currently 1-0 in favor of NiP overall. Exists with 1 smoke, 1 flashbang, and Rain looking to challenge towards the T-steps. A bit of damage inflicted towards Forrest as the decoys go down. We'll finish up towards B from what I can see right now. No presence towards apartments or second middle at all. They'll presumably smoke CT spawn, flash over, and go in as a 5-man unit.
And Get Right to lead the way.
And they have to go in the next 10 seconds or so. They have nothing on the map whatsoever.
1 smoke. CT.
Oh!
Guardian goes in forward anyway. Takes down Rez. Drops the bomb temporarily, but doesn't matter. They're going to catch it on the way by. It's Kerrigan. Follows it up. Nico's gotten a kill, but Get Right finally gets 1 in return. Exist getting Kerrigan gives them something to work with. Gives them position. That certainly does as Forrest. We'll cover off the immediate effect of Ruins. Bomb safely planted and Get Right to cover Banana. No flank this time because Olaf has put him down and Rain has pulled this back. It's gone from the lead to NiP with the bomb down to the lead on the retake for FaZe. It's just Exist in a 1 versus 2. He's got to push back through the smoke they put down, and that means they're greeting him on the other side.
Didn't actually have to do much at all then. His in-game leader delivering the goods, but still not out of the woods just yet. 13-5 and the double orb setup comes out. We know how good Guardian can be on this map. Misses out on the first shot. We thought that was going to connect. As he goes towards the underpass, he'll have to fall back with Nico. He's still holding strong behind the flames.
Tag though, Nico. Exist may be able to hurt that. Shows himself. Somehow gets away with it, not the second time. Very daring from Exist, I must say. The op prevails from Nico. Down to 27 HP as though he is. It's still a massive kill for them to find a Banana early on.
Yeah, bait out the first shot, had to hit the first bullet headshot to take down Nico. There wasn't the case. Once again, bit of baiting going on here. We got Kerrigan behind the sandbags. hoping that NiP can take the attention away from himself. It won't happen. Rez detects him, and now NiP, low HP, needs one more here. He'll get it and fall back. That work will be very beneficial to FaZe. He calls for his teammates to rotate through.
Guardian set, but doesn't have vision. The smoke is down. He'll try and time some shots. For an additional smoke to cut off the second off. He's trying it. It's a tough angle. There's really not much on the other side. Nearly walks into the flames. He's on 19. Still finds Draken as they walk around. He nearly found Forrest, who this time gets position. He's going to grab the op because they're desperate to find picks immediately. And little do they know that already behind the smoke, up close, Olaf is approaching. Rain's gone through Banana this time. Get Right has to play passive. They can't go for the fancy crossfire in Ruins. Forrest is baited out of one shot. Turns around, no one immediately on his heels. They are there though! Good read from Forrest and good night, Olaf. It's Guardian who's gonna back off.
He knew every single time that someone would be coming through. He just had to get the timing correct. Nails a shot at Banana, comes back towards the Ruins and takes down one of the key players there, Olaf Meister. A guy. And Matt, Nico did so much work there. The 3 kills with the AWP, we thought this was enough, but that was just beautiful from Forrest. Keeps them alive, and it should be the...
Different beast indeed. You take the best of the Fnatic dynasty, the in-game leader of Astralis, the best of Mouse Sports, arguably the best of Na'Vi, and the staple of Rain.
Quite the recipe.
And make a team.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good. Get Right wants to make contact from Boiler.
Here we go.
Shot from, speaking of that, Rain. Deagle at range. 3 players still on that side as well in quad, so he's got to be careful Forrest if he wants to go back for more. Nade will discourage him.
This is the problem we had on Cobblestone. Every chance they get, there's no trade potential, and it's Nico with another beautiful headshot. Make it 2! And NiP just can't do anything against these pistols. They seem to be so caged. They're so careful, but it's working against them. And Nico, 2 through the smoke, of course. They managed to pick up a rifle. It's up to Draken and Forrest to make this round a possibility. Just hiding right now.
Good luck.
Oh, Olaf Meister got them locked in the underpass. Here's one.
Forrest run away. He knows they're in Banana. He'll go. Confirmation from top mid. No one else is there. He's going to be perfectly on their heels. What an unbelievable series of shots from Deagles, and Olaf waits. He knows they're both there. Might as well make it perfect. And he will. Forrest turns around. Guardian has him. What a round. We just talked about the recipe. Well, there you go. There's the results of it. Such pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah.
And after NiP pull back, economic advantage, I think get up to 7 rounds.
They could just use Deagles and be a world-class team still. It's unbelievable the work they do with these weapons. Nico with 2, of course, one of which is through the smoke. No problem at all. 1 bullet. Didn't even spam it. Just 1 bullet. Time running out, Matt. The bomb's still down bottom and middle. They've got 15 seconds by the time they pick it up. This doesn't look like it's going to be good enough. They have to just go all in and rush A. Get Where's going to have to open things up. That's not going to happen. Looking far too comfortable now. FaZe have got them on the ropes. This should be match point. It's going to be such a clumsy affair. They might just have to give in. They are.
Yep.
What a horrible misplay from NiP.
Took them way too long. Exist went to get the M4, but they had no idea where to go and no idea what to do with it. So they'll keep at least 3 players alive, but it gives map point to FaZe. The benefit of doing so, obviously, is that if they'd lost the round either way, they wouldn't have had guns to play for overtime. Now they've at least got guns, but they have to play for overtime.
There's so much pressure by the Get Right there. The fact they've mistimed that so badly, he has to face in the apartments. He had no choice there. He had to get them an opening, otherwise there was no chance of winning the round. He doesn't do it. Rain, a very comfortable kill. They run in. It's just looking clumsy now from NiP. After losing to those pistols, it's all falling apart. They'll rush B to try and get back into this game. It works out for now. Forrest have won, but they're up against Nico. One of the world's best, and he finds a 3-man spray down. Olaf Meister chiming in. I think that's it. We're absolutely done on Inferno, and it will be FaZe tying up the series. 4 versus 1. Draken, good luck, my friend.
Oh, just as he looks away as well, just to make matters worse. 4 kills for Nico. He had 2 on the Deagle earlier that turned the fates. And for all intents and purposes, right off the first 2 maps, we have a best of 3 final. They both have won, and yes, the FaZe fans are very much up in here. Clever wordplay, but it's clever series so far. That map not quite as exciting. I think NiP may have needed Inferno as well when you consider what comes up next. It's Train, Overpass, and Cache if needed. Train is a map where FaZe has been improving steadily.
Well, the final's just starting to heat up. FaZe strike back. We'll be back after the break and some words from the desk.